Hi everyone, I'm going to be explaining today how to get better score in dungeon, but in order to do that you have to have certain items. So I'm going to show you what items you need. Okay, so you need these maps, and then invisibility scrolls. It doesn't really matter which ones you have, you just want a decent amount of them. And the wand is kind of optional, but it does help you. So in order to get these items, you're going to want to be stockpiling them from the bazaar, but you don't want to buy the ones that are for orbs. You want to wait until you get the ones that are for coins. I don't have any in the bazaar to show you, but they do like pop up for coins and not orbs. Okay, so we're going to go to the dungeon. I already have one going. I don't know if I'll be able to complete this one to be able to show you how to set up the next one, but if not, I'll just explain it at the end. Okay, so you're in here, and you can't see anything. This is the highest difficulty, by the way, so you do not want to go in blind. So what you do is you take your magical map, you use it, and then you find out where the artifacts are. Okay, so they're very far apart from each other. I'm gonna try and figure out which one I want to go to first. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this one over here on the left, and then I'm gonna go down here, and then I'm gonna use a wand, which is either gonna get me to over here or over here, but either way it'll be less spots, I think. Hold on, I'm checking. Either way, this is gonna take a lot of scrolls, so that kind of sucks. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with one of these, and there's no sound, by the way, because if I put sound on, you won't be able to hear my voice. You see there, I didn't open a chest. You don't want to open any chests because there is a chance you can get teleported, which could lead you across the map somewhere you don't want to be. And then there's also a chance that it can run the monster meter up completely, and then you're screwed. You would lose. Okay, so I'm going to go down here. I'm going to constantly watch my monster meter. I have 2 spots left. So I'm going to want to go 1 spot back, 1 spot this way, and leave the chest. Alright, I can run the monster meter up a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, so I got that artifact. Now I have to decide if it's more worth it to save my wand and use another big scroll right now, which I think it might be because they're kind of close together at the bottom, so I think using 2 big scrolls is better here than using a wand, because there are times where you can be like way down here and then the artifact can be way... I didn't see that artifact. Okay, so here is a good point. I don't know if I want to waste scrolls to go get that. It's just a yellow one. I think the yellow ones are the lowest. Yeah, they are. I'm gonna skip that one just because I messed up, but ideally you would have wanted to go this way and then use the wand, and you would have ended up over here. But since I did it wrong, I'm going to just completely skip that one, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to want to use a scroll, leave it, and then I'm going to want to go over here, Okay, so then I'm going to want to backtrack, because if I went down and all the way left, I'd be using 5 spaces, and if I go back this way for dungeon energy, I'm only using 3, 1, 2. I don't know if we'll find out in a second, but okay, you go backwards, and you see my dungeon energy is not moving. That's because you don't use dungeon energy when you go back to spaces you've already been to. Okay, So my monster meter is a bit high for my liking, so I'm going to use one of these scrolls. And I'm going to, okay, so that's 1, 2, and then, okay, yeah, so getting to that space, it does take 1 energy, but it's fine. Okay, then you go up here. My monster meter is fine, so I don't need to use another scroll. I can just go up here, and then you go out. All right, so now I'm on floor 4 of 5. When you get to floor 5, you're going to leave because you can't complete the dungeon area unless you beat the boss, and you're not going to be able to beat the boss. So I'm going to use another map. Okay, I'm going to find all the artifacts this time and not miss any. All right, so it looks like there's 3. And this is actually a perfect time for me to show you where using the wand would be wise. Don't use the wand yet. Alright, so I think I can get away with just using one of these. We'll find out in a second. Okay, and then we want to go down, we want to go over, leave it, and then get the artifact. Okay, so double checking, making sure that that's the only artifact over there. Okay, it is. And as you can see, it's pretty close to the exit, so we're going to use the wand. The wand is going to take us to the artifact. Now, if there's multiple artifacts on the screen, it can take you to any of them, so be careful when using the wand. Alright, so yeah, I don't really want to risk it. So we're going to use one of the small scrolls. Okay, we're going to leave it, and then we're going to go out. I probably could have risked it because I'm not going to be doing floor 5. I'm going to be leaving. So in the future, keep that in mind before you use a scroll. I probably shouldn't have used one. So we're going to exit the dungeon now. Remember that you can never do floor 5 when you're doing this, just for future reference. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to set it up now. You're going to go to new run. It doesn't really matter what team you bring, pick whatever you want. Just make sure you have a multiplier with you. It can be a level 1 multiplier, you just want that multiplier. Okay, and you want to go to next. Now you can see that the bar is all the way up to master level 5. Okay, so you only want to do this when you have the items, because if you don't have the items, you're going in blind, you're going to run up the monster meter, you're going to run into monsters that'll kill you, and you'll just waste your dungeon energy. So I have 9 dungeon energy. I won't be able to get far, but I'm just going to show you how to set it up. Well, I basically showed you how to set it up, but then you use your magical map. You always need to use a map, so make sure you have at least 4 when you're doing this. Okay, so I have artifacts over there. Holy crap, there's a lot of artifacts. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab the ones that are right here. And you always want to plan this out before you just go in and start going, because you have to time it based on how many scrolls you have. I'm going to get these 2 over here first, and then if I had a wand, it would be a great place to use it, but I don't. So I'm going to end up having to use 2 big scrolls probably. I'm not... yeah, I don't need to use scrolls yet. I can probably get away with doing these and then using the scroll. Okay, so I'll be using a lot of scrolls on this floor. I wonder if... I hope this stays into effect for when you get the next dungeon energy the next day. I don't know about that. Hopefully the stuff you use does stay though. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going this way is actually better. Going down? Yeah. Leave it. Okay. I ran out of dungeon energy, but for tomorrow, I will be going to this artifact right here. Oh, and I'll be using a scroll. I'll be using the large scroll. And then I'll be going down here, grabbing these two, veering this way, and then going down. And that'll be the easiest way to get out while also getting the artifacts. Yeah, I think 1, 2. Yeah, but hopefully I explained everything. You don't do any monster fights doing this method. You just have to have the items. You want to make sure you have probably, in my opinion, I would have 10 of the small scrolls before starting, and at least 5 of the large ones. I'm running low, so I'll definitely need to grab some more. I'm not sure I have any in my stash, but yeah. You never want to open the chests. They can be bad. They can ruin your entire run. And going back over spaces you've already been to does not use dungeon energy. So you want to make sure you're planning out your path when you're doing it, going the least amount of space as possible so you get the most for your energy. And I'm gonna check real quick to see if the store has any of them for coins, because I can refresh my store now. Yes, I have dowsing wands. Okay. So you would want to buy as many of these as you can. I can get 4. I'll grind the rest of the coins after I finish the video, and I will get the last one. Because they come around for coins very sporadically. It's less than when you see them for orbs. You'll see them for orbs more than you'll see them for coins. So you want to grab them whenever you see them for coins. Even if it goes to, hold on, I'll show you. Even if you have the max amount, it'll go to your stash. It can be saved for 13 days. So buy them even if you're maxed out on your inventory. Just let them sit in your stash for the 13 days. You'll end up using them before they expire, don't worry. I think I explained everything though. Personally, I think you should save your scrolls and maps and wands and all that for when they have the special dungeons that have the character in them, because they're way more worthwhile, and you can get famed crystals. And doing this method should get you pretty far. It won't get you all the way to the end because there's 1 day left. So I have, let me just make sure. Oh, oops. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you have 1 full day left, so I'm guessing it means tomorrow is the last day, the last full day. So I'll probably be able to get to another Oogie and possibly these 2, but there's no way I can make it to the famed crystal. But right now, this is the best way to get points. If you can get to the master level, or a higher level, and be able to complete the dungeon all the way, then that'll probably be more worth it than only doing the 4 floors and then skipping the boss for this one. But right now, this is the best way to get points in order to get the most amount of items in the event. Hopefully it helped. I mainly made this for my alliance, but if it helps other people, that's cool too. I'll make a video showing the best way to do the dungeon regularly, and you wouldn't be using the maps and the wands and all that. It's basically the same thing. I'll just make a video for my alliance just in case they don't watch this one. But yeah, hopefully I explained everything. If you have any questions, you can comment below and I'll answer them there. Thanks for watching. Bye.